want it, get it, don't ever give up, you got it. You wanna make it, then chase it, no one can stop you. Stop you, they're gonna hate you, but let them hate you, that's fine. Cause if they stand in your way, then you gotta leave them behind.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Samuel Burns, and welcome back to Week 9 of the South Alabama Dynasty. This is episode 41, I believe. And we're in Week 9, and we are 7-0, looking to go 8-0. And we're pretty highly ranked, which is kind of insane to see how highly ranked we are. As you'll see right here, we're ranked number 4 in the nation, jumping up 4 spots after losses by LSU. Who else lost? Georgia Tech and Texas also helped us jump up there. So we're climbing the polls. We're number 4 in every poll, the media, the coaches, and the BCS poll. And realistically, like there's a chance for a national championship berth. And I know that's insane to think we went from to think the South Alabama program went from 2-11 in its first year in FBS football to when I took over as head coach to 6-6 to a 12-2 season, and now to a possible national championship berth. That's insane. But we got to focus on what we're doing right now. And excuse me if I sound a little weird. That's because I do. I'm sick right now. Not overly sick, but I think I'm getting there. As you'll look at the Sun Belt standings, we are on top of our division, and Georgia State's on top of their division, with only 3 teams now with an undefeated record in conference play: us, Georgia State, and UL Lafayette, who we're playing this week. And Bilal Marshall continues to be the front runner for the Heisman Trophy. As we'll look at the Sun Belt Players of the Week. For Week 8, Ladarian Young from Georgia State gets 2 picks, and he gets Defensive Player of the Week, as Matt Harris gets 4 touchdown catches to get Offensive Player of the Week. And now, quick coach upgrade for offensive coordinator Brian Wright. We went ahead and went with, I believe, Daylight, as we're going to get into this game.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Jaguars have not only put together a nice winning streak, they're starting to play at a much higher level, and they've energized their entire campus. Now the question is, will they be able to handle everybody on campus, patting them on the back, telling them how good they are, and telling them how they expect a big win in this one? That does it for us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at the half.
Alright, so this has been a really defensive battle so far. We're 2 minutes into this game here. 3rd down and 4. And Allen right there is going to pick up the big gain right there. LaMarcus Allen, 32 yards. And that sets up a 1st down and 10 for the Raging Cajuns. Under center is Nixon, and he is back to pass, and he's going to go ahead and try to scramble to the right, but he is sacked, brought down for a loss of 4. Jalen Nixon is sacked right there by the Jaguars defense. So 2nd down and 14 now for Nixon under center, with a back behind him, and he is back to pass, and he will fire on the right side for Byrne right there, and that is Nick Byrne getting the 13-yard catch and get him close to a 1st down. And now on 3rd and 1, it is the halfback right there. Ephraim Reed is going to get 12 yards on the carry, and he's up to 18 yards rushing now on the day. So that's going to end up setting up a field goal here on 4th and 13. They couldn't punch it in the end zone, and the Raging Cajuns here are going to look to take the lead, and it is barely in. It bounces off the upright and in, and the Raging Cajuns take a 3-0 lead here about halfway through the 1st quarter. And you'll see number 5 Nebraska goes down. They weren't ahead of us in the polls, but it does help us, as now they probably won't be able to jump us anymore, as Minnesota takes them down 24-10. Big upset right there for the Minnesota Gophers, taking down Nebraska. As we're going to go look at some more scores, you'll see Texas State beats New Mexico State, Arkansas State beats Idaho, and Central Florida upsets number 21 Connecticut. So it's been weird. Connecticut's been really good in our dynasty. They went to the national championship in year 2, or last year I guess that is, and they lost pretty handedly, but they've been pretty decent, I guess. As you'll see here on a 3rd down and 12, Anthony Thompson's going to get 24 yards, as we just haven't been able to get really anything going on offense, and Jay Jones is taking this one off the left side, and he's going to get out across the 30, a 19-yard gain for Jay Jones. But we, again, can't get in the end zone, so Logan Gunn, who has been really good this year, I believe he's only missed one field goal, is going to knock that one through. Makes it 3-3, and now 3rd and 1 for Jalen Nixon. He's going to take this one up the middle, and Jalen Nixon is going to get 16 yards on the read option keeper. And he gets the first down right there and some change. So 2nd down and 4 now. Jalen Nixon in the shotgun, back to pass, and he's going to fire over the middle. It's intercepted by Desmond Lavelle, and he's going to take this one to about the 40-yard line before being brought down. The first turnover for either team here as we hit the end of the first quarter. A really defensive battle, 3-3 your score. Are the Jaguars number 4 in the country on upset alert? I don't know. We'll see. Last week was a tough game against Troy. This week's looking to be a tougher game against UL Lafayette. And 2nd and 10, Jalen Nixon's dropping way back after we went 3 and out on our possession after that interception. And that he's sacked for a big loss. So we get good field position off the punt return, and Jay Jones is going to get 13 yards right here as we got 6 minutes to go in the first half, and it is still deadlocked at 3, looking to get some more points on the board. Now 2nd down and 12, Marshall is back to pass. He'll fire over the middle for Kyle Clifford, and he's going to bowl his way down to the 2-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain for Kyle Clifford, his 2nd catch of the day, setting up a 1st down and goal. Marshall back to pass, fires in the end zone, intercepted, and just not a smart decision. Wasn't really open, not a great play call either, but 2nd down and 8 now for Jalen Nixon, and he's going to fire on the left side. He's got LaMarcus Allen, who makes a move and makes a couple guys miss. And he's going to get 10 yards, which is enough for the 1st down. They only needed 8. But on 3rd down and 8, Jalen Nixon's back to pass, and he does not see Mr. Cordy Video Grice coming, and he is sacked. So we get the ball back with 3:43 remaining, and Bilal Marshall's going to take off running, something he's done very well this year. And he gets 21 yards on the quarterback scramble right there. And he's up to 23 yards rushing. Now Marshall back to pass. He's going to fire, and he's got a man. It's Matt Harris into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars, but there is a flag on the play. And we'll go ahead and see what it is. It is a clipping foul, and that play is coming back. We still get 9 yards on the play. You know, because I think it's from like the spot of the foul or something. But it was a 1st down and 1 anyways, and that sets up a 2nd down and goal later in the drive, and Jay Jones is going to punch his way into the end zone for his first touchdown of the day, the first touchdown for either team, and the Jaguars go ahead and take a 10-3 lead. Well, it's 9-3, but we would end up making the extra point, so it is 10-3 in all reality. So Marshall here on our next possession, 50 seconds to go, 1st down and 10, and he is going to take off, and he fumbles, and it is picked up right there by UL Lafayette, the 2nd turnover of the day for Bilal Marshall. And that's going to give UL Lafayette the ball on the 44-yard line. And with 13 seconds to go, they're attempting a pretty long field goal here. Their kicker's 1 for 1 on the day. And it is up. And it is wide right and a little bit short, it looked like. I don't know if that was going to get there. As you'll see the replay, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm showing it to you for some reason. But he does miss the field goal right there. And now on 1st down and 10, I guess I just decided to run a screenplay and run out the clock. And that's basically what I did. So that's going to be at the end of the first half as the Jaguars are winning a defensive battle right now, 10-3. The only touchdown on the board belongs to Jay Jones, which was a 0-yard rush. And Bilal Marshall struggling at the half, 8-15 for 52 yards and a pick. The Heisman frontrunner is not looking like himself so far today, as we'll head into halftime with a 10-3 lead, but we got to be on upset alert. UL Lafayette's playing very well on defense. Not so well on offense. Our defense is holding up, but on defense, excuse me, they've held us to a pretty, this is the #1 offense in the country, and they've definitely held us down to, not our standards. So it's 10-3 at the half, as you'll see the halftime stats. They're outgaining us in passing yards. We're outgaining them in rushing yards, but they've had the ball for a little bit longer than us. But the 2 turnovers have definitely hurt us. They haven't really turned it into any points, but Ephraim Reed here on their first drive of the second half is going to take a big gain up the middle, a 22-yard gain for Ephraim Reed, and that sets up a 1st down for them. But they would end up having to punt, and we get the ball back here, and Bilal Marshall firing on the right side for his favorite receiver, Matt Harris, a 26-yard gain for Harris, only his 2nd catch of the day. Now on 1st down and 10, Marshall is going to keep this one on the read option. He's going to take this one on the right side, and he's going to get 9 yards right there, as we're up to 87 yards rushing. 43 of those are coming from Bilal Marshall. And now 3rd down and 12 later in the drive, Marshall back to pass, and he drops really deep, and that is a loss of 12. and we would end up having to punt right there. And they get the ball back here with 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter, as Nixon is going to be back to pass. He breaks a tackle. Grice misses a tackle, and bam, just like that, a big gain for Thomas Singleton, 24 yards. Great play by Jalen Nixon to avoid the sack. And now Nick Byrne right here is going to go ahead and get 10 yards to set up a second down and inches. Now 1st and 10 later in the drive, Nixon back to pass, and he is going to go ahead and take off himself. He's got a lot of space on the right side, and he's going to get down inside the 20 to about the 13-yard line, an 18-yard gain for Jalen Nixon. The big gain on the broken play right there. And that'll set up a field goal here on 4th down and 8. And for UL Lafayette, this would make it 10-6, and it's up and squeaks in the upright. Their kickers had some close calls. This could very well be 10-0, as Kyle Clifford's going to go ahead and take this one over the middle for a 14-yard gain. A minute to go here in the third quarter, and now 1st down and 10, 15 seconds to go. Marshall under center, play action pass, and he is going to roll to his left side, and he sees a man, he fires, and it is Matt Harris down to about the 11-yard line, a 22-yard gain for Matt Harris. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter, 10-6, as we do not get a score in that quarter, and they get a field goal. But we're on a drive right now. It would make it 17-6 with a touchdown on this drive, so that's definitely something we got to do. As here on 3rd down and 4, Marshall's going to hand off to Jay Jones, who's going to get into the end zone. Yes, he does. 6-yard touchdown run for Jay Jones, his second of the day. Makes it 17-6 here with 7:11 remaining in the game. And here on 4th down and 1, Jalen Nixon and the Raging Cajuns go for it, and they do not get it. They turn it over on downs, giving us great field position at about the 33-yard line. As Marshall is back to pass, he's going to be rolling to his right. He fires and finds Kyle Clifford for the diving catch, and he gets spun around in midair, but nonetheless he hangs on to it. That's a 21-yard gain for Kyle Clifford. Now on 2nd down and 7, Marshall back to pass. He's going to roll to his right side. He's got a man, sets, fires, touchdown Jaguars. And Kyle Clifford's first touchdown of the day makes it 24-6. And it was just 10-6 not that long ago. So big touchdown right there as UL Lafayette gets the ball back. 2nd down and 11. Nixon is going to go ahead and scramble, and he fumbles, and it's picked up by Desmond Lavelle, and he's going to take this one into the end zone for a touchdown. And just like that, it is 31-6. When it was looking like UL Lafayette had a chance to pull off the upset if their offense could get something going, they just are shooting themselves in the foot in this quarter. Now 2nd down and 6, Marshall back to pass. He fires looking for Ryan Anka, and he brings it down for the big gain, down to about the 21-yard line. Now on 2nd down and 10, Marshall back to pass. He fires on the left side for Dejon Funderbunk on the bubble screen. That's a 12-yard gain for Funderbunk, which would be his first catch of the day. And that would set up a 1st down and goal for the Jaguars, as Marshall's up to almost 200 yards passing. And here he's going to find Matt Harris for the 7-yard touchdown, and Harris gets his first touchdown catch of the day as Marshall's up to 198 yards passing, and that will do it. The Jaguars win their 8th straight game to start the season. 8-0 as Desmond Lavelle is your player of the game with 10 tackles, a tackle for a loss, and a pick and the fumble return for a touchdown. So big game for Desmond Lavelle as we improve to 8-0 on the season, which makes us 4-0 in conference play. And with this loss, UL Lafayette falls to 3-1 in conference play, as now there are only 2 undefeated teams in conference play. The number 4 South Alabama Jaguars sitting at 8-0, 4-0, and the unranked, obviously, or not obviously, but they haven't had quite the season we have, but Georgia State is also undefeated in conference play. So it's looking like we're going to be meeting in the conference championship as well as in week 13. So those are the 2 biggest games left on our schedule, if they do happen. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.